Good evening, evening, good evening. Come into the J Spot, replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship, the best night of your life. Your host, Jay, and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.
Good evening, good evening, good. Welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time, on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay, and sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply, author, actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex kid. You fine, sexy thing, you. How's it going, E?
It's all good.
Don't start that bull junk up in here, because see, I already know just by the way you looking that you're gonna be just you're gonna be like you on the expressway right now, but then in like 2 seconds you're gonna be getting off and you're gonna be like you driving through an alley. Save that alley speed for later.
Yes.
But hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. This episode of the J Spot is being brought to you by Proton Max Organic Toothpaste. You guys, please check out their amazing toothpaste and products. Go to their website at www.proton, that's PRODENT max.com. Again, that's protonmax.com. We'll also have their information posted on our page. So definitely go to the page and check out their amazing organic toothpaste. You say you like my smile? It starts with the toothpaste. Jeez. And just some other good oral hygiene. Now listen, some of you all, I've talked to a couple of you all, okay? That's all I'm going to say. I've talked to a couple of you all. Check it out. That's all I'm going to say. But again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please, again, go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Okay, so all the holidays are doggone it over. Do you know we don't have another off day until November?
Halloween holiday.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Who's letting folks off for Halloween? Who's letting folks off for Halloween? Besides Lucifer. He let you off for Halloween. Trust me, you're not coming.
I'm so off.
Like, you know what? You want to be off for Halloween? Don't worry about it. We got you off for Halloween. Matter of fact, you can be off for Halloween, the day after Halloween. Matter of fact, just take the rest of the year off. And the year after that, just take that off. No, but as we, prepare for the winter and things of that nature, how was your summer? Like overall, what would you rate your summer? Because mine's tanked, so I can just tell you that.
Yours wasn't bad. Mine was just great.
You know what? You say that with such glee and hopefully my Christmas is better than my Labor Day and my 4th of July was.
My summer was good. I had a great summer. Started out a little rocky.
See, and that's how mine is ending. A little bit on the shaky side.
Bob weave a little bit, but I go to that silver room. I'm just saying, go to the silver room. You meet some new love, and it's gonna be a good time.
Won't he do it,
man? But then the summer ended. Had to go play at Club Med for a little while
Peace, all my homies locked down the Club Med. So it's okay. It's okay. Oh, I got you.
Woo, I swear.
Make sure y'all take your medication. I'm just saying.
Consistently. But it's nothing wrong with having to visit Club Med. It's some other folks that's walking around that definitely need to visit
Boy,
Club Med, on an extended excursion.
Man,
Some of them, they not just, not a weekend.
They not a weekend warrior. They there for life.
Right, because it's like you got too much stuff going. How do you got issues and you don't recognize you got issues, but you keep having the same problems with different people and you haven't identified that you're the source of the problem. Now that means that you're crazy and you need some, and I'm going to say it, you got to have somebody to tell you that you're crazy. Okay, you're crazy. And I know they don't like to use that term, they don't, but since it applied to me, I figure if I can call myself that, I can call you that as well. So I'm not going to call you something that I'm not going to call myself.
This is true. This is true.
So listen, it's okay, the professional term I'm going to say, it's okay to have a mental okay.
Yeah.
It's okay because some people elevators don't go all the way up to the top. When you start hearing that, it's time. Okay. When you start hearing, and you start hearing and seeing stuff that other people don't hear and see, it's you past due.
You sure?
You past due. That red notice has come and it has gone. You have, listen. And y'all need to hurry up because listen, it's
winter time feeling.
Plus, with the insurances, re-enrollment and all open enrollment and all that other stuff is starting to come up for a lot of places. So, it's definitely time to use those days. If you didn't use them last year, go ahead on and there, knock them 20 days out. 20 days, talk to somebody, that's a piece of cake. Go ahead on. So you can be right by the holidays. So you don't be having the blues for Thanksgiving and then you hating on folks for Christmas because they want to kiss up under the mistletoe. Listen, it's gonna be crowded at that hate table, okay? Because I'm gonna be sitting there front row. So I'm gonna let you know now, it's not gonna be enough room because I'm bringing a lot to that table. So just trust and believe it's not gonna be enough room for everybody. So I need y'all to get yourself together. Why am I not going? Because right now I just want to live in it.
I know.
I just want
you gotta be licking the glasses. Start rapping to yourself. Oh boy.
I want to live in the nonsense. I want to live in the bull junk. Okay, I want to relish it. I embrace. I do.
No.
Why not?
No. You start hearing things. Your ceiling starts moving around.
But see, that's the first sign of being healed when you admit it. So I'm not even trying to fight off what's going on. Now, not up in that room though. Now I'm talking about free to the public. I want to be able to.
That's when they go. See now, no. Listen, y'all. Listen, you have little issues. What if they had a Monica and
hey Monica,
James and Tanya?
Yes,
and
Monica
from Florida.
Our honorary cyber co-host. Hey, Monica, thank you so much for holding it down. You guys, thank you for rocking with us. And again, Monica, thank you for everything that you are doing for us. We appreciate it.
What? I have to cut her off real quick. I'm sorry, Monica, but now you don't want them to bring you in. You want to go willingly. Do not let them bring you in. If they bring you in, you're going to stay for a long time.
But that's how you're going to utilize your 20 days.
Hey, Latoya, no. And then it's getting wintertime or whatever. It's getting a little cold up here to Shy and everything. So if you stay, you're going to stay and you're going to really see some things you ain't ready for. You're going to be like, ooh. And then you be like, man, I want to get out. No.
That darn Jay.
No. He's like, but I was watching Jay Spot and you listen to which one?
And you'll be in there long enough to catch up on all 4 years.
No, because they going to let you watch that. You'll be sitting there watching Maury like.
What is, oh, no. What is.
I was cool. Like, I was sitting there, was like, okay, we control the TV, watch TV. Get the little phone calls. Okay, I had people call me. Get the phone calls. Like, okay, just can't get to your, you can't get to your phone. I'm like, I really want my phone so I can, be like, hey, come break me out. And, I'm a veteran. So you not coming up there to come see me when you want to come see. It's not happening. They go like, you stop right where you at. Turn your little happy-go-lucky ass right around. gone back because somebody came to see me. They was so mad
Why did they turn them around?
because visiting hours are from 6 to 8 p.m. Them two little hours.
I mean, folks work.
2 little hours from 6 to 8 p.m. That's it. So
That's
that's
some
so
bull
we can
junk right
start.
there.
We all can lick the glass or something.
But you know what? The way that those insurances are rocking, they gonna have you the PPO. Listen. I work in insurance.
nice.
Them folks is kicking you up out of there. They don't care. All they gonna do is give you a strong dose of some medicine that may help you mentally, but then your kidney gonna fail, and so then that's gonna trigger another.
Make a shake out of it.
Make a shake out of what?
Out of your medicine.
The
Like, boy, I tell you, people work my last nerve. I tell you, confessions make you cry sometimes. I made a smoothie because he was working my last little nerve. And I was like, take this.
What did it make him do?
He was like, what was in that drink?
Oh, I feel so.
Said nothing. Look, Prozac. Look, nothing. He said, I felt really loopy. Good. Get off of my
right.
couch.
See, because now you feeling how you acting. So see, you acting. So now it matches. Now everything should be.
Am I shrinking? I swear.
No,
I'm
you're not.
I
Lord,
am shrinking.
Don't make me. Listen now. Don't make me call him back now. What you talking about? I generally see when you shrinking, but you're not shrinking right now. But guys, listen, thank you so much again. Happy end of summer. We are going to go ahead. We're going to take our first short musical break, you guys. And when we return, we're going to get into our first hot topic.
Ooh, hot.
You guys, you don't want to miss this. Listen, we're talking about baggage. I'm so sick of these folks with all this baggage. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Oh, hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I know y'all glad that them kids done with me.
Loving you has always been easy because it's true. Yeah. I wouldn't have believed if someone would have told me you would come along. Oh, to revamp my soul, cause I was done with love, my heart had grown cold. So cold. You had good energy, exactly what I needed. You're walking my life and placed the joy where was needed. Not a mirage, what I feel for you. Put that on God, girl, I'm loving you. Said it's easy, it's easy to love, easy to love. Said it's easy, it's easy to love, easy to love. Oh yeah, yeah. Loving you has always been easy cause you're beautiful. Loving you has always been wonderful, more than you'll ever know. We got the chemistry, go together like love stacks. The passion and care we show one another tops all the rest. The feelings I have for you, why you felt it so long. What we share together, baby, the bond is so strong. It's no beside of what I feel for you, love. But that, oh God, I got love for you. Yeah, said it's easy to love, easy to love. Said it's easy, baby, it's easy to love, easy to love. Said it's easy, it's easy to love, easy to love. Said it's easy, so easy to love. Easy to love you. Loving you.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay, and sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply author, actress, businesswoman, playwright,
freaking thing.
Yeah. You fine, sexy thing. You ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
It wasn't no sunshine.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. There we go, right there. See,
that wasn't
that wasn't the song.
Hey, why you gotta, when you do it, you gotta look back at it. You gotta look
I
back
don't
at it.
though. I
You don't
mean,
look back?
I know what mine.
Look back
Are you
at
one of those that look at your booty when you
Yeah, I
walk
be
past?
I got one girlfriend. She standing in that mirror. We at a club. She in a mirror. Oh, she don't come by her. She in the mirror making love to herself. Dudes be like, oh, let me get up on it. No, move, because it's just a me thing.
Like I got this.
I want
Okay.
to pass one of my pills. Like, take this book. We're gonna take these together. You got this. I got this. We doing this. Yes.
You be walking me like, yeah.
She be just,
Okay,
she
I
drop
got
it. I'm like, I can't help you up when you drop it. I drop low. I can't get up.
Wait, but now there's a age limit on dropping it though. Like, yeah, there is.
If you can drop it, drop it.
No. I was watching something and the woman, she was very attractive, but I'm just like, okay, wait. And she was really in nice shape and everything, but I'm just like, it didn't. And fellas, help me here. But her, it just didn't match. Like she had a nice shape, but the face, and she was.
You just put her teeth there.
But you could tell her age. And when she dropped it, I'm just like, oh, well, I'm sick. I'm literally sick now. I'm like, that's not something that I wanted to see. And so I said, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to do that because if I didn't like the way it looked when I saw her do it, maybe is that me? That's what I said to myself.
That's you.
Self, is that me? Do I look like that? Do the younger people look at me and say,
and they really do.
And I'm starting to get the ma'am, yes, ma'am. I'm like, first of all, let me tell you something, you disrespectful son of a gun here. What is with this ma'am business, okay?
Ma'am.
Just fix my coffee, see.
No, ma'am.
Woo. So you guys listen, please go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Okay, I can do it like that. Like that's decent and that's okay.
And don't do that because then I gotta take you up to the north side and start voguing and stuff.
Gotta strike the pole and everything. So I think I'm good with that. But when you start doing all
you gotta
when you start doing all that wobbling and shaking, and then stuff, gets stuck and
just
it's
lift
just
it
all
reach
unnecessary.
down up in there, pull it up.
See, I don't have on the big bold bra, the bold bra. I don't have on that one today. I don't have on the bloated bra today. So I should have. Don't judge me. I don't. You guys. So please, charge it to my my head, not to my heart. But guys, this session of the J Spot is brought to you by Product Max Organic Toothpaste. Check out their amazing site at www.productmax.com. Listen, oral health is so healthy because first of all, ain't nobody finna be kissing you with a jacked up grill. Your breath is just hot. It's not even halitosis. It's just like sometimes your breath can get to the point where listen, the toothpaste, start with the toothpaste. No, start getting your stomach pumped. Once they pumping and clean everything out, then go back and start with the toothpaste and then keep it up from that point. But don't let it get to the point where your stomach got to get pumped and all that, and then you just be help. But guys, when you order, please use reference code J. That's Jaye. Okay, we're gonna go to messy motel. Okay, we're gonna go to that little messy island right there.
You like that?
I'm gonna talk like the island mind. Listen, does everyone over 30 come with baggage?
No.
Emotional baggage, mental baggage, just baggage, just baggage for no doggone reason. You just full of baggage. You just full of bull junk. You get the bull and the junk right here, and you're just carrying them, one on this shoulder and one on this shoulder.
No, everybody doesn't come with
over 30.
No,
because dating and being out there is just like, I don't know. Like I'm starting to, think twice about that.
Why?
Because those folks in that 30 plus, it's like,
Well, then get you a 50-year-old.
well, it's not even me. I've watched some, I've seen some women. I'm just like, whew, and the fellas ain't too far behind. So this ain't, this ain't
So
just
the women
dedicated
got
to
the baggage and the guys got the
both.
baggage.
Both.
Mm.
But I think that the women are probably a little bit more aware of their baggage. But the men, some of them brothers, what they saying?
She said when your breath stink through your face.
Who said?
Your prominent Max.
Who said that?
Oh my goodness, Eddie Swanson. I'm like, golly, boy, I tell you.
So listen, the emotional baggage, you guys. If you're over 30, what are some suggestions for people to shake off that baggage crap? If you are, first of all, you got to know that, okay, yeah, you got some baggage. I got some baggage. My tolerance level is just really low for certain things at a certain point. And it's just like, okay, own your crazy, own whatever it is that you are bringing to the relationship, because that's a part of your baggage. So whatever your issue is, that's baggage. So own it.
Okay, so in Facebook land, we have Miss Monica. She says, "Nope, I'm good. No baggage here." That's what I'm talking about. I'm just nasty. Yes, she is a little nasty little freak. Yes, she
Monica,
is.
you know what? Now that can be considered some man, some wholesome man could consider that baggage.
See, and then Mr. Earl Winfrey. Hey, Mr. Winfrey,
hey,
watching us.
Hey, Mr. Winfrey.
That's
trying
Oprah's
to be free.
Husband. He says some big, some small. Prince Joshua says experience is baggage. Just depends on how you manage it. And then Earl also says nowadays 20-year-olds have baggage too.
Oh, hey, that's our friend. Hey, Prince Joshan, how you doing?
I said Joshua.
Right, you messing Prince Joshan. Hey, Prince Joshan. But listen, I'm just like, come on. Oh my God, some people come with so much freaking baggage that, you know what? It gets to the point where they're standing in their own way. They're standing in their own way of being happy, moving on, going to the next level in so many things, not only in relationships, but in business and everything, because you got your whole crazy and you just refuse to just acknowledge the fact that, listen, okay, I'm a little touched over here. I deal with a few things here and there, but you can't even see that. So now you blocking your own growth. It's like, what in the world is going on? So it's like you trying to get to the next level, but that crazy right here. Or even in relationships, listen, you so insecure.
Oh no, I hate that.
Everybody cheating on you. Everybody wants your man. Everybody wants your woman.
I hate that.
They don't.
They want your man.
Let me tell you, they don't want your man. They don't want your woman. The people you with barely want you. So who wants you? You got
to be like, I don't even want your ass. So it is what it is.
So it's just like nobody, like, you got this voice. Girl, look at him. Look at he wearing this and he's just trying to get. No, first of all, don't nobody. Let me assure you, we don't want them. Okay, we don't want them. I hate when they be in the store and they try to clutch them.
Oh, that is so funny.
Please let me do you a favor. Please let me reassure you, you're the only one.
This is what we're gonna start doing. Hey Denise, this is what we're gonna start doing. We're gonna get like some index cards, but we're gonna cut them in half, like the little small cards. We're gonna put on there. We don't want them. So when you see somebody that that clutch their man, and we're gonna put the J spot on the other side of it. We're gonna say, huh?
Like, please.
She's like, oh, thank you. When she
and I'm gonna have a nice stamp on there and say return to sender. We don't want no one wants that crap over there. Especially listen, you outside with your house shoes on. First,
that's that $40 chick. That is the most hilarious. The house shoes, the pajama pants, and the bonnet, and all she wants is $40. And I'm like, boy, they know they bogus and so I'll get up.
I'm just like, listen, you are safe.
That might be baggage.
That is.
She's just comfortable, and maybe her, she like, I can't see myself to getting clothes today, so I just got to keep on my comfortable clothes.
So I'm put on the same nasty pajamas and stuff. I'm gonna take that outside. The same nasty pajamas that I farted in all night
All night
and did
long.
God knows what in the
Yes,
pajamas.
yes, because
And
that's
it's
what the little
still
hole right there is for.
right, and it's still
It's still
stuck
there.
to you. So now I can't concentrate on my purchasing my things because I'm trying to sneak and take a picture of your filthy behind so I
No,
can
she
post.
didn't. Bring
So
her on here.
right. So I'm trying to discreetly post a picture, and hope that we not connected.
Then you have to watch, and then you'll be surprised because that 6 degrees of separation is real. You're gonna be like, oh man, that's my cousin Jojo. Like, God, you ain't recognize her from the family union this year. That is her.
I'm just like, wait a minute, no. So listen, when you have all of that, listen, just first take the time to get yourself together.
Get high.
If you got mental baggage,
Get high.
please take the time to get that stuff together. And I mean, it just makes me question, do you have any real friends around you? Because like I know that I got issues and people around me are not afraid to tell me. So therefore it's confirmed where 2 or 3 shall agree. There is
She didn't quote a Bible quotes. Mr. Earl said, "Our kids' baggage, baby."
listen, if they got the 666 on the back of their head, yes, they are. If they sit up here and look at you like, what you want with my mama?
What you trying to do with her?
You ain't my daddy. Or then the little girl, she look at the woman. You ain't my mama. First of all, I don't want to be your mama because I saw how your mama looks, sweetheart. So, I'm glad now we got to break up. Now we got to break up because now you felt like I don't went there with your child. But your child, no, your child stepped out of the child realm. So, you need to be told some things because I swear my stepfather, he was no holds bar, baby. I'm telling you. And my mama stayed with him for a long time to the day he died. Right.
That
So
was pot for real.
man, I swear it's like he was no. Listen, you think you gonna say something slick to him, and he ain't had nothing. Man, so hey, ma, I ain't trying to put all your business out there, but I done told y'all the story about, how my stepfather, he used to just get us so good. We call ourselves talking back, see, because my mama ain't never seen that side of us. But it was him, we used to just give him all of that until he recorded us one day and played it for you. We sleep and we hear ourselves talking like, wait a minute. Have you ever saw your life flash before your eyes?
Your mama about to kill you.
Lord, she came in there and was like the Texas Chainsaw baby. She tried to kill all of them. How you try to kill 7 kids at one time? just 7 casualties. No, that's why mothers had a bionic supersonic strength because, back in the day.
We can hear you. We can hear you. Stacey Hill says the worst ones dealing with baggage. She said the worst ones, the insecure women. The worst ones are the ones who only go to the gym to see if they boo has a secret thing up there. And I get that. I understand because I remember I was sitting in the gym, me and my ex, whatever, we in the gym in the steam room. And I have on like full sweatsuit. I like to sweat. If I'm working out, I believe in sweating. So I'm in there. And so he comes in and he got his little towel and he sits down. And this little skinny little helper comes in and she sits down on the other side. And I was like, and she just tried to, make a little small talk. And I was like, chick, this here right here belong to me. Hoppo, this is my man.
This my hit,
Shoot. I was going to have to sock her. I was like, okay, just, hello.
See, now you know what? The thing that, like, if I'm out with you, listen, I'm okay with the look, but see, my thing is with him is you need to know that he needs to know that
don't be no fool.
I will turn this mog OUT out. So in order to keep from any of that happening, he need to get up and remove himself from the situation. Because see, it's not always about being insecure. Again, sometimes that elevator don't go all the way up to the top. So, perception is everything. Because if I come out and they're sitting next to each other, and in reality, there's nothing going on. But in my mind,
shirt on.
they all like this. See, now that's grounds for turning it out. But really, nothing was really going on again, that's that perception. So perception can get you hurt. So if they don't really see things the way that it really is, try to avoid, any iffy situation. If she done clowned enough, he already know. Let me go ahead on.
When we was down there working on the, the little weightlifting and everything, here she on the treadmill, just jogging and looking down.
I would have went and turned it on speed 99, so it could have just burnt the motor.
Your little bony. Yeah, I got you. Okay, so sweetie. I'm like, I'm in the steam room, like, okay. Don't get your ass over there.
See, no, I'll just be sitting up here just looking at him. I wouldn't even be paying her any attention.
I had to.
I'll be looking at him because I'm just like, you know what?
Have me act up.
Really,
I ain't tired.
really want to see the side of me that before I was redeemed, because I'm redeemed now, okay? But he's really pushing that, you really trying to see if I'm still about that life. Right? You really trying to...
You met me on Sunday nights, like, we're playing.
Right. It's like you really trying to see if I'm really, if I've really grown and matured. No, I haven't. It's just a front. Let me tell you, it's just a front. Somebody, what did Willie say?
Oh, no fighting in the gym, man.
It ain't gonna be it's not gonna be a fight whatsoever. It's not going to be a fight because he's already gonna know.
He done screwed up. You messed up.
He knows now. He like, okay, damn, let me go ahead and order this. Now he trying to butter up to you, babe. You want to go somewhere?
Nah, I ain't hungry. Nah, because I'm fat now. I'm hungry.
Right now, I'm okay. When you start answering with the one word. He's like, oh God, this gonna be a long night. I'm not even gonna go there.
2 separate cars here, so at least I got time to get back to the house to figure out what I'm gonna say, cause she ain't gonna call me, and I ain't gonna call her. Oh, he beat the mess out of old girl on the side of the expressway.
And it takes you 7 minutes to get to the house, but it took him 10 now.
Cause he tried to figure out what the hell I'm gonna say, baby. Listen. You ready to you want to go see that movie you wanted to go see, baby? Because I had bought some tickets and everything. That's what I was in the car doing.
Then he started talking that y'all been engaged for the last 3,000 years. Now he want to start talking about getting married. So when we gonna get married? I know. Oh no! Don't try to put the fire, because you know that I'm about to tear this whole house up with you in it.
I love you.
No,
I love you.
That ain't going.
You so pretty.
No,
I wasn't pretty that other.
Right. So was I pretty when Bonarella was sitting up there on the doggone treadmill? How pretty was I then when she just up here and you like the Destiny Child? Can't catch my breath.
See that, and that's what I be telling people. Like when I go work out, I don't wear the whole little scanty, look at me outfit. I really don't. And that's cool to those who do and whatever. I don't. I go to work out to sweat. I go to work out to work out. I'm not in full face and stuff. I may wear like some little pearls in my ears, to let people know, listen, I ain't about that life either. I look a little rough when I work out, but I like boys. So, I like boys. So, I'll do that. But, don't play with me. I'm good. I'm not the one. I'm
like, I'm cool. My thing is just treat me how you want to be treated. Just boyfriend, dude, guy that I'm with, treat me how you want to be treated. Act how you want to act, because if you don't want me to act how you're acting, don't do it. Do not even do it, because you're not the only one that can pull it. And see, then when it's on me, now you got rocks in your jaw. Now you want to grab my arm off. Wait a minute. Wait. What's with the aggression?
Why now you get mad, Twan?
Come on. I'm like, I got heels on. Don't try to grab my hand and
ooh, girl.
Right. Now you want to.
I ain't talking to you.
What? Okay. Now you want to drive off. Wait a minute.
I done told you, Tina.
I need this smile.
No,
which is brought to you by Protein Max Toothpaste. Please go to their website and check out their products at www.proteinmax.com. But my thing is, listen here, don't try to put me in harm's way because you done put out some crap, but you can't take it. Don't turn the oven up that high if you can't take it. If I put you in that same oven, don't turn it up high. So dish out only what you can handle.
That's what,
and I can't handle it.
That's
so
what
I'm not
Stacey Hill said. He said, now just out disrespectful is cause for consequences and repercussions, and who catches it is totally up to them. So Yeah.
Absolutely, because I'm equal opportunity. We passing it out.
Latoy says, I totally agree. If you have baggage, I repeat, do not start dating until you're clear of and sort some things out with self. And that's true. And then Earl says people don't usually see their own, and that's true, but quick to see yours. And you do. People don't never put up that mirror and be like, it's something wrong with me. They be like, ooh, you got this problem with you. You
Yep.
got this. They start to
They can see
psychoanalyze you,
everything.
but they can't see themselves. Michael Jackson said, put up the mirror. I'm talking to the man in the mirror. That song.
They got the mirror up, it's just facing you. They looking at the back of the mirror like, oh, I don't do anything. I haven't done anything. I don't have any bull junk with me and attached to me. So yay for me. I'm like, okay, all right. And that's what made me ask, does people over 30, come with baggage? And I believe that everybody does, but you have to find somebody that's going to be able to handle what you bring to the table, because people have been beat up by relationships. You've been beat up by life. It's just so many things that people go through. So you got to find somebody that's going to be compatible, passionate, and understanding on what you bring to the table, as well as understanding that, listen, I bring some bull junk to the table too. So let's see if our bull junk is compatible. Can we deal with the crap that we both bring? It may not be big things, it may be small things, but I think that everybody brings a significant amount of baggage, whether mine may be mental, yours may be fine. Well, I don't know how much of that financial baggage I'm gonna be able to deal with. But
financial baggage.
No, I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to deal with that one right there. But bless your heart anyway. It's somebody out there that's gonna be able to, to deal with that. But again, I would have to look at the whole picture, and just kind of see like where you are. But if you still over there with mama and them ain't never been, you ain't going nowhere.
Because I love you.
That's okay. Love ain't got nothing to do with when Chase want their money. Listen, love.
They don't want their money.
Well, he love me. He love me. Oh, get out of here with all that bull junk. Miss me with that, please and thank you. So, guys, listen, just deal with it. Acknowledge your crap. Let everybody acknowledges their crap, and just find out, listen, okay, this is where we are. Let's just put it on the table. This is where we are. Can you deal with it? Can you handle it? But I think that you should get it out there in the beginning. Get that bull junk out there in the beginning, so that you can know before all these feelings get involved. And now you like, oh, I wish someone would have told me, back in the beginning, so.
But do you do that? Because I know I do that. I do say, okay, listen, this is what's going on with me. I got this issue, that issue, this one, that one. Check this box right here. Yes, can you handle it?
Right.
If you can't handle these, and I won't probably put all of my issues out. I ain't gonna do that. Now you're gonna be talking about me like, that one on the J spot, that one right there. Yeah, she crazy. But I'll put some of my what I like, my vices out there, and if you can't deal with it, hey, nice meeting you, whatever. And then later on, I'll be like, probably like a month later, okay, listen, I got this too now, because I told you so. Okay, if you can't handle it, you can't handle it. It's okay.
Right. I'm gonna give you the appetizer, the appetizer version. And the more we get to know each other, then you'll get a little bit more of the meal. But I definitely expect the same. Don't sit here and have me to put my ish out here, and then you acting like you ain't got no ish. You just like, oh, I'm free and clean. No, really you're not. You got some things that you're dealing with, and those are the people that don't realize that they got some issues that they got to work out, that has absolutely nothing to do with anybody else. Yeah. So guys, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we're going to get into our next hot topic. Your friends, ladies, do you trust your girls with your man? You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Hey guys, thank you so much.
I get so lonely, can't let anybody love me. You are the one that lives in me, my dear. I should never feel lonely. You don't ever wanna spend some time. I want your love in every drop of a dime. You see me calling, You should come running. Quit all that stalling. My body's calling. I got downtime. What about all the time? This could be so perfect for one hell of a night. He got a secret ease. He ain't cold in my club. I just wanna slow dance on you, baby. We can turn it up. You had to change. No second chances. This love I have is not for play. Under no circumstances, I'm in need of romancing. Pick up the phone, 'cause I get so lonely. Can't let no anybody love me. You are the one that lives in me, my dear. I should never feel lonely. Lately your love has been on my mind. Obviously busy, I wanna unwind. Fantasizing, thinking about you. Imagine all I could. Anticipating is about to go down. I get so lonely. Don't leave me waiting up for you. I get so lonely. You had to change. No second chances. This love I have is not for play. Under no circumstances, I'm in need of romancing. Pick up the phone, 'cause I get so.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time, on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay.
Ooh.
And sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling and sexy, simply E, author,
She bounces on
actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex kitten. Hey E, how you doing?
Girl, I'm just trying to learn your little bouncing stuff so I could just get all bouncy with
Bounce.
it. I don't skate.
You know, I used to always thought they said shake, but then when I saw the roll, bounce, skate, I'm like, oh, that makes so much duh. Roll, bounce, skate. Hello, you know, it took me about 30 years to, but you know, late than never.
You say it took you 30 years. Okay, so my dad, I had two dads. So my daddy Elmer, I loved him. So he told me that the jets that be flying in the sky real high, and they have that fumes, whatever you'll see, and it'll be a little white,
right,
trains. He told me that they make the clouds. Right. So my dumb behind, I was like, oh, so I probably was about 32, 33, and me and my ex was like,
wait, 32.
Yeah, when I was a child, he said those make the clouds. So I believe that's my daddy. Why he gonna lie to me?
God bless the child.
They're exiting in the car, and I was like, "Oh, look, the cloud makers." And he was like, "What?" I was like, "The cloud makers. They make the clouds." He was like, "No, you're dumbass." I was like, "They do." My dad told me that they make the clouds.
See, you guys, so y'all gotta watch what y'all telling y'all kids, because this one believe that planes made clouds for 32 years. Stop telling these kids about you know what? Because I gotta jump on board with you, because I have my own. But my mother and my dad, they did such a great, horrible job at this that it was torture. So, like, she used to tell us, and I don't know, guys, have you guys ever heard of the gym shoe man and the Wahoo man?
No.
So my mom, you know how you would see gym shoes, but they really don't do it too much today. Right.
The line, yeah.
Right. So they used to tell us that the gym shoe man had killed those people, and those were their gym shoes. Oh my God. So, and it's like, it was a lot of gym shoes that was over where we used to live. Until one day I saw some. I'm like, them dudes, they throwing them stupid shoes. But it was a long time, because
How old was you? Come on, when you first heard the lie.
I was young. Like, we were like 5.
And when you realized that wasn't the truth. Today was in your 30s.
You know what? I mean, to be honest with you, I'm still really not there.
You're not there yet. You still in belief.
Right, because I still believe. And then the Wahoo man.
Who's that?
some other killer that they said that was out there, but like one day I swear I heard the radio personality mention the Wahoo Man, and they did a song that was dedicated to the Wahoo. I'm like, oh my God, this thing. And I swear, like,
I'm the one that was locked up a little while ago. I'm the one that was in the nut house.
and
Me? You should have been there with me.
and see, my mom, that so they would tell us that, they would remind us of that. When back in the 80s, they ain't had no, you ain't paying nobody to babysit y'all, all for the sit y'all
Sit
funky.
down here.
Right.
We locked
You
this
don't
door.
open the door for
No
nobody,
answer,
don't open the
nobody
window.
open the answer.
So that's what they would tell us to keep us from going to the door. Girl, let somebody knock on the door. Let me tell you how you about to have 5 dead kids on the floor because
Your parents
somebody
are-
knocked on the door and we thought it was the Wahoo Man, and they would scare us. Sometimes they would randomly scare us, like, and bang on the door, like when we would leave, like they had been gone for hours and then just creep up and bang on. Girl, you talking about somebody's running through the house. We all running through the house, scattering and
That's a
screaming and
shame.
hiding,
That's a shame.
only to find out that it was them when they come through the
It
door.
was just your imagination.
So right, so that was definitely. I mean, I think today these little kids, they'll get on their little tablets and Google like, my mama,
let me Google this right here. That ain't real.
my mama lies. I mean, because
doing?
that's how they talk now. Let us say lying back then, baby.
Oh,
You
that was
would
a
not
cuss
have.
word. Oh my
Woo!
goodness. What was a cuss word? Lying was a
Huh?
cuss word. Huh? Oh my. My
Huh?
children, when they say what, I look at them like, Virgie comes into me. Virgie gets full over me and be like, dude, that don't say that. Don't do it.
Don't get taken
Don't-
out at an early
hello?
age. What? Huh? Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
And the way these little kids,
Mm,
I be hearing some of these little kids
I will beat
when
the
in the
brakes off of
restaurant
that.
and in the stores and stuff. And I just simply, like, I literally, this is the other day, I was in a store and this little girl, she was like 7 or 8 years old. And she was telling her, but I told you I said, well, you know what? I had to put my stuff back and I left out the store. I say, because see, if you don't hit her, I'm going to punch in the side of the head for you because it's something wrong. And then I'm going to smack you. What you
for allowing that mess?
I'm just like, I mean, she all loud but you said you were gonna get it. What? I'm like, oh no. All I see was grave sites and tombs and headstones. Well, she lived, and and here she is. We done had to lay her to rest because that little mouth done got her taken out. Cause of death, her mouth.
Right. Oh,
Like, what do you mean by that? What's your mouth?
Your mouth.
Your mouth will get you taken out of here. But guys, listen, we're gonna get into our next hot topic. Guys, okay, your friends. How trusting are you with your friends and your man? Do you trust your friends to be around your man? If yes, why? If no, why? Do you trust your friends around your man, ladies? And fellas, do you guys trust your woman around your guys? Like, if so, why? And who do you lack the trust in? Do you lack the trust in the friends, or do you lack the trust in your girl or your guy? And if you don't trust them, like, why not? Like, or do you have certain friends, like, you know what? I ain't bringing Sheikah over here because, see, I already know Sheikah, she'll bust, she'll bust everybody down. He could be the best man. But listen, some reason it's something at this one right here. You just cannot bring her around any of your guys. And now the way things are going, you can't even bring her around none of your girlfriends either. Like, wait a minute, because she'll swing from whichever branch that's available. She'll swing from it. So you do have those, and I don't think that particular friend counts as or does she count as the friends? Because like your friend, so like, do you trust your friend around your man, or do you trust your friends around your woman?
My friends that I have, my friends that I honestly have, now and stuff. Yes, now I have had, the 1, 2, the 3. Them little tramps that, they pulled that number, one looked like the dude off of Coming to America. It's a dude. Everybody think that's a female. She says, get out of my way, get out of my way. Introducing Princess. That's a man in drag. Now I had one that looked like that took my man. So hey, he just like, women that look like dudes. I guess I wasn't, manly looking enough. Thank God for me. But I do like the ones I have now, I can trust, but two, I trust my man. I can trust him. Now, I've had some men in the past. Hell no, I can't trust him. I try to sleep and have to have both eyes open and figure out how to sleep because this dude, is creeping over here, creeping over there, creeping in front of me, and trying to make it seem like I'm just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and stuff. So I do trust, who I have.
So now listen, okay. So now today I do trust, but within reason. Now I'll say this: the reason I say within reason is because I'm not going to intentionally put them in compromising situations because in those type of instances, I'm gonna look a little cross-eyed. Like as far as with a woman spending the night.
Oh no.
Listen, oh my God, let me tell you, I had the craziest situation. And this is what taught me that some dudes can be like off the chain. Like this is when I realized like, some dudes can just be super, super ratchet. Now this is before they was even, saying ratchet and all. They was just, what they say, they was bunk. This dude was just super, just ratchet, just raggedy. So I'm in college, the people do crazy in college. So I'm over one of my college, my roommate, her aunt's house. So we're over there, we're talking and everything. We had hung out all night. Everybody drunk and all of this other stuff. But me. I'm sitting. Listen, I've never was a drinker, so that's why I can remember. Listen, so I'm just sitting judging. That's why I can tell the story some umpteen years later because I wasn't drunk drinking. So I was sleeping in the bed with the girl, with the auntie. And everybody else, I don't know where they were. They were sprouted all out or whatever. So then her dude comes to get in the bed. So I'm like, oh, okay. So and he wasn't really her dude. It was just a dude that she was flirting with. Now she was asleep and she snored like a 3,000-pound bear. Like, I mean, she was like,
that was cute.
No, and I had to check on her because it's like some minutes she'll just stop. And I'm like, is she still breathing? So
she got sleep apnea.
I'm like, what the heck? You sitting up here breathing like this? And then, you drunk. I'm like, I just did not want to be involved with it. So she's in the middle. So and we're both on opposite sides. Do you know this dude trying to come at me? And I said, you know what? Let me go ahead on and get up out of here. See, this is when I still was kind and I trusted people and I had a trusting heart. So I'm trying to tell her the next day, up is me. Listen, first of all, he ain't got no money. He got too many kids. He just got a whole bunch of stuff that I don't have. I'm a college student. What do I want with all? I don't want this. He ain't doing nothing.
That's sexy.
The only thing he had for him was some cute curly hair.
You can have mixed little baby looking.
And then they're going to be broke and dirty.
But that's okay. That's sexy.
Broke, dirty little mixed little babies. Who want broke, dirty little?
Public Gay to take care of them.
Huh?
Public Gay to take care of them.
Yeah, I guess that's why his kids was looking like they was looking. They don't even pay you enough to get, dish detergent and laundry detergent at the same time. So it's just like, who wants to be in that type of situation? So that type of situation, needless to say, I did get up because I'm like, okay, I don't have time for this. I'll just go find somewhere else to sleep. I don't know where I'll find it somewhere to sleep. Maybe I stayed up. I don't know. But I wasn't finna deal with that broke junk. And it's like all these people, broke and drunk. Now, what I was doing was I was looking at anybody's pockets to see if anybody had no money. Ain't nobody had no money.
Was you Cardi B in them?
I mean, ain't my fault that you sitting up here getting drunk and you passing out and you don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to make sure you had some proper identification.
So she was raping. She was That's a whole other boss. You would rob them and rape them. You wouldn't rob them and rape them. You just rob them.
Right. I was just trying to make sure everybody got enough bus
Everybody
fare
got,
to get home. They had their bus tokens and
okay,
stuff,
make
because
sure
back
you
then
got
they had the
this.
bus tokens and stuff. Maybe I need to get on, ain't nobody had out a token. I did see found a little food, that's when they had the paper food stamps. They had found a little couple of food stamps, but
Yeah,
I'm a
that's
college student. I needed
love.
that.
That's love. I couldn't stand like, you get the little food stamp. They'll let you use the ones, but if you want to use like the 5 to 10, you got to bring the book. Like,
I'm like, don't you,
they
it
got the
came with a
information
book.
right here. So quit playing. Don't worry about who's it belong to. Just let
Right.
me have
Like you
my
already
stuff.
know. So I'm like, no, but with the certain friends now today, let's fast forward today. There's some family members that I wouldn't trust nobody around. And that don't have nothing about to do with being insecure.
Mhm.
I know how you swing.
I'm good. I don't have any. I guess like we're close, but we're not like that. So I can trust, my family members around, my guys, whatever. I'm cool. I can trust them. I'm like, I ain't worried about looking at my sisters like, what the heck y'all up to now? They like, we didn't want them.
You know what? It ain't even my sisters. It's some certain other folks that I'm related to.
Like
I'm
my cousin, because we're not close like that. So for me, I'm cool. I don't even. And the ones that, yeah, I'm cool. I remember one time my aunt and my other cousin, they came over to my house, and my ex-husband, that came out the bathroom because we had company or whatever, and he had his shirt off, and they was like, "Oh," and I was like, "What?" That's like, who's that? I'm like, "That's my husband." And they was like, I'm like, "But really?" She was like, I said, well, "Y'all knock yourselves out. It's all right, but I ain't going to go on Google and go Cocoa Puffs for that." But they will always come over when they weren't in town and be like, "Oh, was he here?" I'm like, "Oh, hell."
No, I know some. I got some that intentionally will go after whomever. Boom, I got your boyfriend. I got your man. Get out of here with all that. See, back in the day, they used to fly, but today,
It's not gonna work.
And it's like, do you really want somebody to be with somebody that you got to look over their shoulders with? Like, okay, can I trust you in this situation? And that leads to the next hot topic. Is cheating a choice or is it a mistake? Because now you put these two, or you guys are in a situation, and then she said, "Girl, I had drunk too much. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm just gonna tell, I'm so sorry. We are such best friends. I'm so sorry. Girl, I did not mean to. He was drunk too. And they slept together."
Hell no, that's a choice. Y'all drunk, y'all
Because people try to use being drunk. Do y'all forgive that drunk cheating? I mean, can you?
Anderson said choice. Yes, that's a choice. There
Right.
is no forgiving in that.
Do
drunk cheating.
you forgive? I mean, so if you cheat while you're drunk, is that kind of
that was already in your mind? You already wanted to sleep with that person, so the alcohol just gave you a little courage juice. It was already there. People drink alcohol so they get that courage to be like, "Listen, can I just go ahead and we can just do this real quick? Like, I'll take this drink." And you fill the drink. Okay, we can do this. That's what happens. And y'all bust down, and now somebody pregnant that got an STD. That's what
I just, because I hear people all the time saying, and it's gotten so bad, they got songs out there. Blame it on the alcohol. Well, what are you blaming on the alcohol?
Alcohol that you was cheating, but really deep down inside, you had already wanted to sleep with that person. When I was in that situation, and like, I had found out some stuff, I had left the house, whatever, and I went to a friend's house, and my ex had called me, whatever, and I was like, I'm at work, and I was too done, and we had some drinks, whatever, and he was like, well, what do you want to do? The guy, and I'm like, I don't want to be like him. And he was like, "Huh?" I wasn't about to give it up. I didn't want to be like my husband. I wanted to be my own self. And the alcohol was great, but there was still a moment of decision.
Right.
And the mood was set. Beautiful condo overlooking the lake. It was just sexy. It was a stormy night. It was a sexy scene. You knew it was supposed to go down that night. I was like, no. I said, no, I think it's time for me to go home. And I went home.
Wow. What are they saying on Facebook?
Oh, they are saying, cheating is a choice. Latoy, Bonrat. I'm so sorry.
Bondurant.
That too. Said cheating is a choice. And then Terry Anderson said, I am not forgiving. I know I'm
Listen, I've said this countless times before. I am past the phase of forgiving for the cheating. I'm so past that forgiving. But now let me just throw this boomerang in there for the cheating. What about if it's an emotional? Listen, I don't know if it's always a choice because you can be emotionally bent up out of shape and this person comes and they're the right comfort
I have that. You
at
still
the
have that?
right time. Like you're going through so much crap in your relationship, but then you got that voice of reason. And you know what? I'll just say it's temporary insanity. Can we say that instead
No.
of saying that it's a choice? And so now
No.
you flock to that person.
I'm telling you, like, oh, okay. Terry Anderson says in the past when he cheated, it was a choice. So I dealt with that. Like, when I came home, I was received some information. Dude had slept with my cousin or whatever, and I was like, huh?
Oh God.
And then they did it again, and I was like, when I was out of town or whatever, because someone had saw it, and I was like,
Oh.
and so when I called her, my people was like, huh? And when I called her up, she was like, I'm so sorry, woo, woo, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, okay. And so he's like, well, meet me at home. We could talk about this. Nah, I'm pretty much good. I went home, changed my clothes, dropped the children off, and I was like, and I called up a friend because I knew he would be the listening ear for me. Went to his condo. We had some drinks. Deserano is wonderful. And I was like, and then that's when he asked me, well, what do you want to do about it? And I could have easily slept with him, easily. But no.
I don't know. So I just think that you got to figure out the reason behind the cheat. Was it like an emotional cheat or, because I think that there's different levels to cheating. I'm not forgiving for none of it.
That sounds like a cheater's anthem. It's different levels to cheating.
It is. It's different levels. Now, you guys, I know somebody's out there. Is everybody just on his feet done with forgiving for cheating? Hey, Cortez.
You see Cortez's face. He got that frown face like, he over it. And then Latoya is giggling and stuff. But Terry Anderson says, we must always be honest with ourselves. We are not ignorant of choices. At the end of the day, you always have a choice.
But now, listen, if I'm just trying to paint this picture and paint this state of mind. Your heart is just so broken. You are just so, you're not thinking straight.
You are thinking.
No, you're not.
And see, Jay is not a cheater. I cheat. I have cheated.
I'm not a cheater. But I'm just trying
cheated.
to.
But you still, anytime that I did cheat or whatever, it was more so mine was payback. But it was a choice. I knew.
But what I will say is that I do understand because I've been been close to that point, and it was like it wasn't because it's something that I wanted to do. It was because my emotions were so high, like from dealing with this person, and then this person comes and they're just a breath of fresh air.
Because you watching too much of them TVs, reading them little love romance novels, and that stuff messes with your mind.
But at that point, I'm just like, oh my God, like if. It I hadn't been dealing with all the others. I could have easily, listen, I'm a cheater.
So, okay. So you go ahead and you sleep with this person. In the middle of y'all having sex, he cracks over and dies.
Yeah, man. What we gonna do? We gonna call? I mean, I don't know. Like, it's so many different things because first I'll be dealing with my own personal conviction by cheating. I'm like, oh my God, you died because you're the first person I cheated with. You
done killed him.
And then you die over here. That is not anything that you want to have on your conscience. You ain't never cheated, but now you decide to cheat.
Go ahead and cheat.
You Jezebel, you now.
Now see, so you might as well just go ahead and leave it alone.
But like I say, from an emotional standpoint, I'm just like, oh my God. I say this is how, and instantly at that moment, not that I was close to, but the way my heart was feeling, I'm like, oh my God, I see how people can cheat.
Yeah.
I see how, but it's like when you that reckless, I think it's a difference between a cheat and a cheater. You got cheaters out there. Listen, you know you
Well,
attached to
yeah.
a HOE. You know they just slanging and just opening elevator doors all up, all over, up and through everywhere.
Mm.
But then you got the person that is something happened in that relationship, something y'all going through. And when they say it just happened, I can
Mm, it just
understand
happened.
that statement. I understand that it just happened statement. Who does anybody else understand that it just happened statement? I mean,
No,
not that I'm forgiving it, not that I'm condoning it, but I understand it.
no. Latoya says emotional and mental cheating is worse than physical cheating. I don't know. No, it's listen. Once you, because that's like saying, okay, so you and your guy, he didn't cheat on you emotionally and physically. He just went to go get something, but he got
I don't
pegged.
love her
He
though.
got pegged.
Oh,
He took it in the butt one time because he was curious about it.
now she
And
done
this
turned him out.
and this is your guy. This is, matter of fact, this your husband and stuff. He took it in the butt and everything because he was curious about it. And now you telling me that emotional cheating, mental cheating is worse than physical cheating. He didn't cheat technically because he said he took it in the butt.
But see, the emotional, I mean, I'm there too because again, I can understand
You can understand him
because
taking it in the butt.
no, not taking it in the butt. You just nasty and you had some other stuff going on. You shouldn't even been you in the wrong type of relationship. Am I not? No, I don't even have the tool that you trying to get. I'm working with the
The
wrong
wrong.
equipment. So that's how it is for that particular one. But when I think about it, and it's like it's just as clear as day. I remember how I was feeling, and I said, "Dad, I can understand." But to be actively just premeditating that cheat, like I'm messaging somebody every day and we're talking, we're
Oh,
texting,
you in a relationship. You in a full-fledged alcohol been worn off.
and when a cheat occurs in that type, well,
You in a
I don't
full-fledged, you was
know.
in a relationship. Alcohol been wore off. Alcohol don't stay in your system days and weeks now. No, You is in a full-fledged relationship. You have conspired. You conspired to have this, you are adulterous affair and have it long and passionate because now you have you gonna start messing around to do, but first you're gonna have him start dating you how your husband has started dating you in the beginning too. So now you're gonna start dating this dude. Then after your emotions get all caught up because he's doing all the stuff that your husband don't do anymore or he used to do, then you're gonna be like, yes, go ahead, just slide the panties over. And then you say, oh, I didn't mean to, it was an accident.
And that's and that's how the oops, it was a mistake. I didn't mean for it to happen. Those are I didn't mean for it to happen type situations in the making. So definitely be very mindful. And listen, if you're in a relationship or you're married, be consistent. Take care of the needs of your partner. Get off that this social media when you're trying to entertain other people. Listen, take care of your real home. Because if you don't, trust me, it was a post out there that said, you have no idea how many dudes your woman turned down, just to be with you.
This is
You
true.
don't know the struggle that it is to be faithful.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then I got to put up with this bull junk, and I'm over here doing right, and you put me through all this bull
I
junk.
don't know, you have your temptations and everything, but if he's doing everything that he's supposed to do, or she doing everything that she's supposed to do for you, then I don't think that it is a struggle to be faithful. I can be faithful if you're doing and treating me right,
Right.
not I remember the one ex idiot, he would give me the compliments, oh, you so fat and pretty. Like,
That's a backhand. What?
you just want to just knock the hell out of you. Like, are you serious? Did you just insult me and stuff, and then think that was cute? So if you're doing everything and not making me feel insecure or just about myself or whatever, or you're spending time with me, you're giving me your time and stuff, you're giving me attention or whatever, then there is no need for me to go seek it somewhere else.
Right.
I'm good. We're good.
Right. But if you're not emotionally, because again, if you're pushing a person away, emotional things can cause people,
Yeah.
again, you sitting up here giving backhand compliments and things like that. But then you got somebody that's giving a sincere compliment. Man, I love all them curves, man. You thick in all the right places.
How
Listen,
you
wait a
doing? You want my
minute.
number? Let me give you my number.
Like, hey, wait a minute.
How you doing?
Then before you know it, the bull junk that you talking about,
Yeah.
ain't nothing. Cause when you done, they running over here
They
to
right
this one
there.
and
Yeah.
they crying on their shoulders. Listen, and I know some of them, oh, they just saying that to get what they want. Absolutely, because he wanted it.
He
It
wanted it.
doesn't matter if it was temporary or for long term. The fact is, he made her feel wanted. Or she made him feel wanted. You may be bashing him because he in between jobs right now. Something happened, the company folded, whatever. But you know this is a dude
That
that
is
is used to
always working.
working.
Exactly.
And so now he's in a period where he hasn't found the
Mhm.
employment that he wants. Now you harping on him and da 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 all this other stuff. Well, why you running your mouth?
Man,
Why
that's the worst thing.
you running your mouth? Now he's over there telling it to old girl, and she understand, and she telling him, well, you know what? Have you applied here? Have you thought about
Let me
starting your
help
own
you with
business? Let me
exactly.
help you this. So while
Uh-huh.
you tearing them down,
Someone else is
somebody over there
building them
building
up.
them up. So
Yes.
just watch it because it's vice versa. Where you're tearing him or her down, there's a him or her over there waiting to build them up.
That is so
So you
true.
gotta definitely understand. And
And
again,
especially who you tear them down to. You know, the worst thing is you do is you involve your friends when you know that it's you, when you know it's you involve your friends into your relationships and stuff, and you tear down your spouse or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever, and you know it's you that got the problem, but you don't want to admit to it. Your friends that are outside watching, like, no, it's you, it's not this person. Well, let me
right.
just go ahead and slide in and see what they need because you're gonna mess up. And when you mess up, I'm gonna slide right up in there and fill that
Right.
space. We have Gretchen who says it is best if you want to cheat on someone, it is best to just get a divorce.
And it's so true. But again, with the divorce, I mean, it's like that's definitely easier said than done because a lot of people got a lot of stuff. I take into consideration. All listen, we got history, we got 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is together. But I'm with you. Before you cheat on me, please leave me
Yeah,
alone.
yeah.
Please, please do me leave me alone. Just
Leave
leave.
me alone, yeah.
We no explanation is needed.
And that's what I when I
No explanation
my old
needed.
man Tyrone, I love my Tyrone. Tyrone was like when we dated, and he was like, I'm not gonna cheat on you. If I cheat on you, then I'm gonna break up with you first. And I can respect that. I was like, please don't, because I live here with your in your house. I don't want to be put out. I got no place to go. But I can respect that. And I never felt, insecure or worried that he would, cheat on me or whatever. It was even when he had, left whatever, and if he didn't call, let me know where he was at or whatever, I still the insecurities didn't peep up in my head and like he out here doing woo. No. He was grown about his stuff. Listen, before I cheat on you, I'm gonna break up with you.
And guys, and that just made me think of our last hot topic. Insecurities. Can a person cause you to be insecure?
Yes.
You're normally not insecure,
Yes.
but this person, they're harping on the same issue you're saying, whether it be a weakness, a physical attribute, a myth, whatever it is, and you didn't have a problem with it before them, but they came and they pointed it out. And it's like now that's the center of attention. Like that's the end all be all. That's all we're about is what this issue is, what the downfall is, or what my physical, deformity or whatever it is.
Damn, I gotta be informed and
Can
stuff.
your physical attribute, whatever it is, your physical issue or physical feature, and now they've brought attention to it. Can people cause you to be insecure?
Yes. Oh my God, baby. Yes. Oh, the king of I have what they I think they share, the kingdomship. They both share the crown. Two of the two exes that they know who they are too. They both share the crown on making someone feel so insecure is ridiculous either. Remember I was, young and, cute. I had just had my first child or whatever, and somebody was like, I had a doctor that was liking me, and I was like, no. And so I told my guy at the time, and I was like, well, he was like, well, the only reason why, it was some guys that passed by in the car and was like, dang, you are so thick and blah, 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 giving me this little ratchet compliments, but they was
Right, the
compliments either
compliments,
way.
absolutely.
And I was like, oh, these dudes in this car had said this and that and the other. He was like, they only want to screw you. I was like, so what if I pulled a doctor? You couldn't pull a doctor. I pulled a doctor.
Well then,
Pull the doctor.
well then, don't think that he won't when he will.
Mhm.
So it's just like people just be mindful of what you say and the things that you say to your mate or your spouse. Because again, in that situation now, would you understand the cheat? Listen, they didn't cheat willingly. You pushed them in the arms of somebody else.
Yeah.
Your mouth pushed them into the arms of somebody else. So now you mad because they cheated.
You big
Well,
mad.
you can't really be mad when you pushed them. They wasn't thinking about cheating, nor were they thinking about the issue that you kept bringing up that caused them to be insecure, that caused them to go over there to seek validation from somebody else because you were too busy tearing them down. So they
Mhm.
went and found solace in somebody else that would build them up. And unfortunately, they built them up and pants and underwear came
And they
down
stroked
and,
up.
and here you are. So it's just like, in that case, it's like, whose fault is it? Listen,
It ain't
your
mine.
mouth. You ran your mouth. Thank you for calling the J Spot. This is Jay speaking. Call us, state your name and where you're calling from.
Corey Bailey calling from the porch.
Hey Corey, how you doing?
Hell no, we're going straight into this. So let's talk about these insecurities. Let me tell you something. Nobody can make you feel insecure about something that you have to already be insecure about. Am I making sense?
No.
Let me say, if I know I got a big nose and I'm worried about my nose because it's been with me all my life and it's always been big, I'm already insecure about it. If I'm with somebody and then she happen to go, your nose is kind of big. Half of my nose been big all my life. So you cannot make me feel worse about what I've already known. So when people have insecurities, this is the insecurity that they've already had with their self. So nobody else can make you feel worse about something that you already feel a certain way about.
But what if you didn't feel a certain way about, like, okay, so you don't feel that your nose is big, but they keep calling you, this person that you're in a relationship with, they think that your nose is big. So now they keep harping on your nose, but you never had a problem with your nose. So now they've harped on it and made it a bad thing. So now you're second guessing, like, well, do I really have a big nose?
But here's the big thing. First and foremost, you have to be honest with yourself. For example, if I know I have a big nose, then it is what it is. Now, if you want to, as a partner of mine, keep harping on how my nose is big, first and foremost, you already told me my nose is big. I already know my nose is big. The fact that you keep harping on it makes me feel like you have an insecurity that you are hiding, or you know what I'm saying? Because I know my nose is big, and you can only tell me so many times it's big. Now, here's the thing: you have to be okay with your nose.
But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, if you are okay with your nose, your nose is not an issue.
Nobody else can make me feel bad about it. That's what I'm saying. Just because they're starting to mention how big my nose is, after I've already noticed and been with my nose all my life, you're not going to make me insecure about it. What you gonna make me do? Hold on now. Kyle, this is the topic. What you make me do is you gonna make me find somebody that like my big nose.
Right.
Cheating. What happened?
Exactly. So
now you know how we cheat. Now you know how we cheat. You talking about what goddamn going on?
Because
your nose so big. You know what? But Lisa like my big nose.
Absolutely. See, absolutely. So it's like, now would that cheat be justified? Because I wasn't thinking about cheating, but you actually pushed me
to cheat because
so it's your fault.
Cheating is never justified.
I disagree.
Well, that's because you goofy. There's a decision that has to be made. And the decision is simply, am I going to do this or not? There is no reasoning other than the fact that if it's something that you want to do, then you're going to make it happen. Chris Rock said it best. He said a man is only as faithful as his options.
Now, how many times have Chris Rock cheated?
I don't know, but it sounded good though.
It did. Only if you haven't been a cheater. Only a cheater can quote some stuff like that and make it come from a prolific place. But if you're a reformed cheater, you can't minister to me about the cheating.
That was hot. I like the way that sound.
The only person that can talk to me about being a better type of person is a person that's experienced what I'm going through, what I went through. And since I have been cheated on and I
Yes.
cheated,
Yes.
I understand the dynamic of both worlds. Number one, as a man, and I had this conversation earlier this week. As a man, there are certain things that we deal with that don't make sense to women. Like, for example, you know how you guys always have that argument about going through my phone?
Yes.
Here's one of the reasons why. I could be faithful to you by being with you and not being with anybody else. But my phone could have a picture in it from a girlfriend that I used to go with that I met before I even had you. And it could be a picture that I like seeing, but I have no intentions on giving with her anymore.
So why you
I
still
just
got
the
it?
picture.
Why you still got the picture?
Because that picture does several things for me. It allows me, number one, to remember at a point in my life when I had it, hey, and I like to remember that because guess what? Sometimes when I'm with you, I don't have that feeling. But the picture does not necessarily.
Dude, you gotta get your behind whooped.
Stop.
Dude. Yeah, what happened? That's
Right,
that's
that's
what's
what-
gonna happen when she sock you in your mouth, and then you gonna say, "What happened? What happened?" Don't you ever, Corey? I love you like a play brother. Don't you ever, Corey? You better explain that to you. Keep that to yourself.
Woo.
What?
Here's the thing.
What?
I'm not going to. PJ Morton said it best. He says, I
So-
don't want to go to your phone. And the real reason is because I don't want to see something in there that I don't want to see. Just like you don't go to my phone, but it's not that I don't trust you. I'm not going to your phone because I don't want you to have to explain why I see this picture of this man's penis that looks like a baby arm. I don't need that in my life right now. Because all that matters is, like, that may be a picture of your phone, but you got my penis right here. So I'm just going to dwell in what's right here.
See,
Now, the problem is if you start looking at that picture going, oh, I wish I had baby arm back, then you got a problem.
now you got pictures of penises running through my
Right,
head.
and I wasn't
do
even
that.
thinking of well, Corey, listen, thank you so much for
Thank
calling
you,
in. You
Corey.
guys, please go to Corey's page. Corey, tell everybody how they can get in contact with you.
Well, because I am no longer running some child support, they found me. My number is something on Facebook. Corey E. Bailey at gmail.com, at hotmail.com, facebook.com, instagram.com. My number is 773-824-6010. And if anybody is free September 21st and 22nd, please feel free to come to the Hit Stage Play Bag Lady, written and directed by John Ruffin, featuring yours truly,
Yeah.
Richard Gallion, Trina Dorsey, and Danny Boy. What? Mr. I Ain't Mad at You himself.
What? Say
All
what?
right now.
All right. Well, we'll definitely have that information posted on our page at the J Spot, also on Twitter at J Spot, also on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Guys, we're gonna go ahead and get into our topic for tonight.
Ooh.
Tonight we're talking about sex. More sex, y'all.
I don't do that.
Sex and the power of soul ties. Some people call them bonds, whatever you want to call them. But we're talking about them soul, Lord. You wondering why you can't get over. You wondering why you still thinking about her or thinking about him. And it's just like it's been a long time. And you like, Tag, why am I still thinking about the shoe man?
Because they won't stop texting you.
No, they ain't texting. They done moved on. You the one stuck with the soul tie. But we're gonna get into all of that. So let me start with asking this: what makes sex so powerful?
Orgasms.
Facebook, what makes sex so powerful? You said so what if so sex is not powerful without an orgasm?
Yeah, it's that connection. You get to look in one another's eyes. You're vulnerable to one another in that moment and stuff. Is really well, it's been a minute for you, but it's a wonderful thing, and that I think the vulnerability of it all. I think that's what makes it powerful because I can't hide now. You see me for who I am in this moment, whether you the freakiest of freaks or you're a little bit shy, but you still see this person for who they are. And I think that vulnerability makes them, makes that whole situation powerful.
So now, do you consider giving and receiving oral pleasure sex? Is that considered, guys? Is that considered sex? Giving and receiving oral pleasure, is that sex?
Yes.
Is that cheating? If it is sex, do you consider that?
Yes.
Like I ain't even do nothing with her. All she did was play with my changalang.
You don't let the doctor play with your changalang.
All he did was just blew on my South Virginia.
You don't let the doctor play on your South Virginia.
Well, it depends on what doctor it is. You know, they playing down there in your South Virginia. So it's just like, okay, you let the doctor stick that thing up in here. Okay, because he got a medical degree, okay?
Hey, Miss Nicole Watson.
Hey, Nicole. What is Corey saying?
Corey says, sex is powerful for many reasons. Vulnerability, being submissive, the opportunity to find out what turns the other person on, and then the use that information to sounds to look to sounds to look the intimacy shall I continue. P.S. If it is says sex in the title, then it's sex oral. He said, yeah.
But I said oral pleasure. I didn't say oral sex. I said oral pleasure.
He said yes. Dot.
That begs to differ. Who else says yes? It's oral pleasure. Giving and receiving oral pleasure, is that considered sex? Do you feel like that is that sex?
Oh, he voice texted me. I wonder why this stuff was all jacked out. And then Nicole Watson said, hey, y'all. She said, South Virginia. Yeah, Nicole, it's giving or receiving oral pleasure, sex. And orally meaning with you, with every orifices of you besides your monkey and your, putting it in a traditional way.
Now, who wants sex more, men or women? Or does it depend on the age group? Because I think, a little, I don't know, like,
I think it does depend on the age group. I think, when you get into your 20s, the dudes, I think, want it more because they're just trying to bust one out. They're trying to
right. They like,
yeah, I can just get this. Yeah. But then when you get into your late 30s, 40s, you got the women who just like,
right. They like, listen,
come on.
Okay.
When you want to get this?
Like what?
How you want to get
it? But then some of the dudes, they kind of slow down because you don't hold all through your 20s. Now you can't keep up in your 30s and you barely hanging on in your 40s.
Exactly. So,
by the time you get to your 50s, there ain't no telling what. You're going to need a wing and a prayer.
They're going to be popping them blue pills. Get you someone younger, ladies.
They're going to be singing, I'm all hold out over you. I'm all hold out. Now, how you going to be all hold out by the time?
Because they done got caught up in these sex ties, these love ties, the soul ties, rather.
And see, and that's the thing. So now listen, fellas, this is specifically for you. We need you to tell us this. Do men want women to initiate sex? Do you want her to just grab you by the shirt and just take all that she feels belongs to her? Or do you want her to be a little bit more reserved and be like, you know what? I'm gonna wait until until Massa comes, until it's time for us to do the nasty. I'm just gonna wait until he come so we can do the nasty. Or fellas, do you want her to say, you know what? Listen, when you get off from work, don't go nowhere. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, I don't know. Something happened with the broadcast. Oh, it paused for some reason. I don't know what was that. Got to jump up. But fellas, do you want her to just come get it and take it? Like, okay, this mine. I'm gonna get it. Or do you want, again, more reserved and just say, I'm gonna wait. I'll wait until he come and he decide he want to give it to me. Then I'm gonna wait. Please, if you thinking like that, fellas, let me tell you. I don't know. E, do you think that men want women to initiate sex? And in your personal opinion, like, how do they feel if you do initiate? Are they like looking like scared and they trying to, hold on to their wholesomeness? Or are they like, okay, please go for yours?
I've never had the whole little, oh no, I don't want, I did. You know what? Yeah, that little you took it. Shut up. I just enjoy it. Oh boy, I tell you,
I remember you.
You took it. Oh, shut Shut up. You sure you came and you did you come? That's all that matters. Okay. I didn't take you. You gave willingly. Yeah. Corey says, wake me up when I'm asleep. Call me at work and ask you to leave at that moment.
Oh, gee.
BL Max says, yep. Corey said, hell yeah. Shoot. I mean, yeah, Nicole says if you have an orgasm during oral sex, it's cheating. But if you don't bust, it's not.
She said,
She said if you don't bust, it's
she
not.
sound
It
like
is
you.
too. No, it ain't cheating if you don't got. But yes, wake me up, and I do. If some, you have to know your mate. If your mate is not that type of, that type of adventurous person, you got to know your mate because you'll be ending up in bars.
Right,
and
you
stuff
may
like,
end up be getting brought up on charges
what
like.
you mean? We always do this, baby. Quit playing. Not last night because I told you I'm not like that.
Right, because when I told you no, I meant no.
And then,
No means no.
And then you'll be like, man. Then you'll be like, but baby, we always. No, I told you I got a headache. I wasn't trying to do nothing. You thought I was playing. I wasn't playing. Did I laugh? Did I giggle? No, but I thought, no, I ain't even bust one. That's what I told you. I felt like you took it. Police officers, just arrest her for taking all of my stuff from me, my eggplants, playing around with my eggplants. You just have to take it.
Just took it unwillingly.
Just
like
took
I
it.
said, I didn't want it. But now when you talking about taking it and good sex and initiate, what makes the sex good?
Told you the
Is
the hands. Oh my goodness, you're riding or you're doing it, or whatever. What's it called? Missionary, and you grab their hands. Oh, I hope my children are not watching this. And then y'all looking into one another's eyes, and then that smile, or you got these little ways about this person. That right there, or you can watch each other in the mirror, and that drives more because you're in your rarest, your rawest form. I hope my mom is not watching this either. Virgin, don't be
she
watching
gonna
this.
correct you?
Dang, Virgin. But those things right there, I think that just drives a person just crazy. And even if you do the role play, like I said, I got enough personalities. You got enough. I got enough personalities. It's no reason for you to
Listen.
go anywhere else. We can do all the little role playing and everything. But when you're having these fun ways while you're in that heat of the moment, and then when you reach that orgasm and then they see it, and that right there, the facial expressions, some people make the ugly ass facial expressions, but when they're just really like, dang, that right there is just a whole nother ballgame.
Now, see, let me just go ahead. Now, E has given you guys just the great, luscious part. Let me be the Debbie Downer. Because, see, I'm a demisexual. So what that means is that's someone who does not experience sexual attraction or gratification unless they form an emotional connection. So it takes a little bit longer for me to be moved to action. Like if I know that you're not feeling me, I'm not turned on.
So, okay.
I'm not excited.
But while you're in the heat of passion,
we're not getting to the heat of passion.
So when you got to the heat of, because you got a child, so you got to the heat of passion before.
And I felt like you was feeling me. And once that,
so when you was in that moment, what?
It was the connection, because I felt like you was feeling me. But if I didn't feel like you were feeling me, we ain't going nowhere.
But your question said what? What was your question?
What makes sex good?
So for you, when you was in that heat of the moment,
it was the connection. The heartfelt connection. I felt like you were feeling me.
And then you can feel it when they put their arms around you and you on top.
But then it's like when you ain't getting that,
you ain't there yet. But you ain't there.
You ain't gonna get there if it ain't no feeling. So it's like you ain't gonna never. You ain't gonna never know what makes the sex good.
You do know.
No, you won't. You won't know, because if I'm not emotionally entwined, if I'm not mentally entwined, it doesn't matter how good you look, how good you smell. It does nothing.
I mean, and I get that. If I'm not into you, I'm just not into you.
No, but I can be into you. But if I feel like you not there, we ain't there like this, our heart ain't here, nothing's happening.
You ain't one night stand, Stephanie?
I've never had a one night stand.
You ain't one night stand, Stephanie?
No. And that's another reason why I have to get mental tune-ups, because, again, my emotions are right here. My hoo-ha and my heart is the same organ. It's It's the same. It's the same organ. Most people think that it's two. It's only one organ for me. It's just see, that's why it's just up and down. It's the same organ.
Same organ.
So you heard this, you heard that.
That's what happened.
You heard this, you heard that. So it's just like it's the same organ. So however this is feeling, this is feeling. However this is feeling, this is feeling. Same. See the same feeling. See, we both cool and relaxed right now because it's the same organ for me.
Well, I tell you, which caller says, Corey says that sex is a proven headache reliever, which it is. BL Max
Drink a smoothie.
BL Max says, laugh out loud. The aggressiveness is just as sexy to us as it is to y'all. And then Corey says, location of the sex, the time, the day, who you're with, and how many people are watching or participating. That's a whole orgy, Corey.
Wait a minute.
And then a lot of them will stay with you as far as you got to be emotionally connected to this person. Nicole says, me too, Jay. Boards, BL Max says, I'm the same way. Monica says, I know that's right. Here go Corey. Better question. Is sex good without intimacy?
There is no sex without intimacy.
That's the one night stand.
I guess.
But you could be intimate in a one night stand.
I mean, I
ask the one night stand people.
Listen, but with that, while you asking the one night stand people that, can good sex make you fall in love and make you want to act right? I'm just gonna get right. Yesterday, my clowning days are over.
Yeah.
You have put this baseball bat out here on me, and I'm going, I'm just gonna do the right thing. Or you have put the lotus or the locust, the fly trap on me, and I'm healed. Whatever was wrong with me, I'm good. You want me to stay off social media? Okay, I'm not gonna let you see me.
For real, Jay, you got to separate the two.
You can't separate. It's the same organ. Wait, let me see what. Oh, that's my mama. Get out here. I thought that was Suzette as in my sister. Oh Lord.
Oh, mama, tell her.
Oh Lord.
You went to sleep. You in trouble. You hear all this little nasty stuff. Your daughter, your firstborn, talking about all this raunchiness. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. She got me hot and bothered up in here. I'm just saying.
Yes, see, I done froze.
That's what happened.
Ma, get off here.
No, it's down the feed, Ma. Monica says, well, now I got baggage because I can have sex with him and not talk to him no more. And then Corey says, I got married to good sex, but it ultimately did not work out. Willie James says, good sex can make you act right if you're not careful.
Now, see, while y'all out here having all this good, delicious, unmarried sex, listen, that comes with a price, okay? Mm-hmm. It comes with a price, and that price is usually a soul tie. So you have just out here just hunching, just doing all this delicious stuff, and then when it's all said and done, you like, dang, why can I stop thinking about little Ricky? Why can't?
But is that a bad thing though?
And that's what we're gonna find out.
That's
so. First of all, what is a soul tie in your opinion, Eve?
Soul ties, well, you are being so intimate or whatever that just souls kind of connect, and sometimes you can feel them slip in you and vice versa.
Facebook, what is a soul tie to you all? What is a soul tie? Have you ever heard of that term? Because we're going to get into this. Now, according to an online source, a soul tie is a bond that can tie us emotionally and spiritually to someone else and can be formed when you have sex with somebody, whether you want the bond or not. So do you believe in soul ties?
I do, but I don't think it's, whether you want it or not. I think you will want the bond. I think deep down inside you want the bond, because that's like, say you were raped or whatever, you don't want it or whatever. So I don't think there's a connection. Well, you can't get rid of that person, but I don't think, there's a connection there. But I think when you want that bond and you desperately want it, whether that person wants you or not, but you desperately want this bond, whoever you sleep with after that person, you're still thinking about this person deep down inside.
So now, do you think a soul tie is created with everyone that a person has sex with. So all the one night stands and all other partners and all this and that. Do you think soul ties are created in every sexual encounter?
No, I don't.
Facebook, do you guys think that a soul tie is created in every sexual encounter that you all have? All right, what are they saying on Facebook, E?
Monica says, I didn't get my soul tie snatched this week. I'm sick about it. It lasts either. Well, shoot, it's been a while.
You know what? I cannot.
Andre Lashley says yes. He says, he believes that soul ties are with, one night stands and everybody. Monica says she does think as well. I don't think it's with one night stands or just even people that you've been in relationships with, because you could be in a relationship with 10 million people, but it'll be these key people that they stay in your mind. Like every little day you think about them, and when you're with your mate, you may think about that person while you're with your mate or whatever. And I think the soul ties can be more than just a sexual intercourse with this person. I think you may lust after this person, that I may have a soul tie connected to this person. Latoy says, nope, not everybody is a soul tie. See, me and Latoy, we right here. And Corey says, honestly, a soul tie is created when you spend time with that person, that way you can see what was transferred.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. According to an online source, sex is like gluing two pieces of wood together and the next day ripping them apart. Wood from the opposite board remains on each board. A piece of your sex partner, the good, bad, and ugly, stays with you, and vice versa for the rest of your life. So you can only imagine how people look that have had all these people. It's like you got Terry over here, Chris over here, water over here, hot sauce right here, barbecues. It's like it's just all toppled up each other.
Willie right here.
According to the online source, you got Hector right here, Jesus right here, Alejandro
online source probably
Alejandro right here.
They probably was with one person, and they probably a nun or something.
I'm just telling you what the online source said. So everyone that is sexually active has soul ties. The soul tie that you have to watch out for, though, is the unhealthy or the ungodly soul ties. Yeah. Now, we can get into scriptures that will support all the premarital sex that, all premarital sex creates ungodly soul ties. And it's true. However, that's not my goal. My goal is to educate you on the matter of soul ties. You can form whatever opinion you want to, because listen, I know it's somebody gonna pull up a scripture. I'm okay with that. Somebody gonna say, "Oh, you Lucifer's right hand man, because you talking about this. So are you, because you judging me for talking about it. I'm just educating." So because I got a couple of people that be on that be lurking like. Ooh, you's just a Jezebel for talking about
we
that.
got a question. So Mr. Willie James says, can a tainted soul be tied?
Yeah, that's what made it tainted. Because it's tied. It's tied to all these other people and experiences, and they haven't let go. Again, it's the good, the bad, and the ugly. So all sexual contact creates a soul tie, but it's not those unhealthy, ungodly soul ties, the ones that you just can't shake them bad. I mean, maybe you can have
the best that you,
or maybe it wasn't,
and it was just that when you went down to the what is it, debauchery,
yes,
things you had no business doing, and that was just the best that you had, and now
they just done turned you
to a freak of the week,
right? And so, but now you can't shake it.
Yeah.
So, and it's like now people would be like, "Oh, she crazy." No, she ain't crazy. She just got a soul tie, and she connected to you, but you were able to, dismiss, because you were not connected. And you got to think about, like, when you having sex, like men, they release all, and so whatever craziness and crap that you got going on, you releasing all that crazy bull junk in her. So it's like, if you crazy, don't be surprised if she turned out the side acting crazy. She could have been sweet and kind, but you're giving her all of your craziness.
Yeah, well.
So it's like now, how do you expect her to remain balanced when what you're giving her, is that energy? You're passing that energy between each other.
But I mean, it goes both ways too,
Right.
because he's passing, she's passing, and even if it's the same sex people or whatever, you're still passing energy and saliva and everything else, mucuses between one another. Um, what you call ask, what else we talk about, but that's the thing, we're talking about soul ties. And Andrea, Adrian, or whatever. You talk about soul ties. So, have you experienced a soul tie dealing with the person? And it don't even have to be sexual, just for the fact that you've admired this person or whatever, you deep down lust, because sometimes the admiration is lust, too. So are you lusting, or have you experienced this lustful and have someone told you, I'm connected to you. For some reason, I can't get you out of my mind. I'm connected to you. And though we've not even been together in that, but I'm connected to you.
And soul ties are so powerful. I mean, so strong. And again, those ungodly ones, those unhealthy ones will have you stuck for such a long time. Now, here are some signs of a soul tie, healthy, ungodly soul tie. You are in a physically and or emotionally and or spiritually abusive relationship, but you feel so attached to them that you cannot cut off the connection and set boundaries with them. You just can't break away. You wondering, why can't I leave this lying, cheating son of a gun?
Or why can't you stop stalking this person?
Knowing that they no good for you, but you just can't leave them alone. You could have a soul tie, an unhealthy soul tie.
And that's the opposite. Some people go through, like, it was a post in the group saying, how can I get my ex to stop calling me or whatever? And someone was like, well, just tell him to stop calling you, whatever. That may be his, he may feel that he's soul tied.
He may have a soul tie because you're in the position where he can't let you go.
He can't let you go.
Right, because soul ties are both men and women. I mean, it's just like, it just so happened to be he's the one that's experiencing it. The next one is you have left the relationship, and maybe a long time ago, but you keep thinking about this person obsessively. You cannot get them off your mind. Y'all been done.
Mm-hmm.
But you keep thinking about that person. God forbid, don't go back to when, oh man, I just remember when and you just get chills up your body like, ooh, oh my goodness, like let me get my mind right. Why am I thinking about this? You could have a
soul tie.
Could have a soul tie. When you have sex with someone else, you can hardly keep yourself from visualizing the person you have a soul tie with. So you're thinking about them, you're thinking about the person that you're no longer with because you have an ungodly soul tie with them. So you keep thinking about them. Keep thinking about the person with the soul tie. You keep thinking about that person that you just cannot let go.
Oh man, well, Mr. Corey Bailey said, what is a godly soul tie? I ask this because soul ties are affiliated with someone you have slept with. If you sleep with them and you're not married, is that a godly soul tie? And then Ivory says, soul ties are no joke.
Right. And see, the thing is, Corey, the only soul tie that is a godly soul tie is the sex that you have with your spouse. That's the only soul tie that, if you're talking from a biblical standpoint, that's the only soul tie that is a good soul tie. Outside of that, the other soul ties are not recognized as good if you're coming from a biblical standpoint.
Good,
but
it's
not unhealthy. It's just a soul tie that you have, but you're not having flashbacks and visions and all that. Those unhealthy ones, those the ones that you got to watch out for.
Yeah.
Because it's like it had you waking up in the middle. Why am I thinking about this? Oh my God, I ain't thought about this dude. And so why am I still thinking about that stuff right there? Why am I thinking about her? Why do I know she did this to me. I know she did that. Why do I still want to be with her? Check your source. Check your source. That's all I'm saying is check your source. The next thing is you take on negative traits of the person that your soul is tied to and carry their offenses, whether or not you actually agree with them. Again, like we said, they've deposited all their negative and crazy energy into you. So all that craziness,
Mm.
now you start acting like them.
And then the more I think that you're around them, you'll start to pick up, or you'll get stresses from them. They'll stress you out or whatever. They'll cause you to be, like you say, like them.
So now who do you think tend to develop unhealthy soul ties, men or women?
Men, all your stalkers and stuff. A majority of stalkers are what? Men. They all just crazy men. I think men, have soul ties more than women do.
According to an online source, often the woman is bound to form an attachment and will be hurt when the relationship
She'll
ends,
be hurt.
creating an unhealthy soul tie. This is why being celibate is so flipping great. You get to avoid all of this unnecessary bull
Like
jump.
you said, you have to celibate.
Being celibate, you ain't got to worry about your
Celibate.
soul being tied and attached to nobody new. You just get to continue to try to dust off the ones that you have had. Because listen, I don't know about you. Have you ever had an unhealthy, ungodly soul tied to somebody?
Oh yes. Ugh.
How did you get over it? Or are you over it?
Hell yes. Oh, God. I don't. You think that this is the one, and you just be like, oh, you're being around this person more and more and more, and then the sex is, it is what it is, whatever. You're experiencing all these things with this person or whatever. So you think that, man, you're with this person, this is them. But once you did something that broke the camel's back, I was good. Once you crossed that line, it was cut. The soul tie was cut. I was good. I'm like, I don't think about you. I don't when I'm with my guy, I don't envision you. It doesn't get me there. Looking at you, it doesn't get me there. I don't see myself. If I see you in passing, I don't say, oh, I miss. I don't. I'm good. I'm good. I don't get no type of way, excited in any type of way. I may get irritated, if anything, but I don't get excited in any type of way that'll draw me towards you.
See, now being an emotional being such as myself, those soul ties are just no flipping joke. Like, go ahead. What's the comment? Because I need to see what they're saying.
No, you do this right here first. Do this.
No, we can do that last.
This Corey. Oh God,
What?
I can't stand Corey. Corey says the best part of being celibate is when you see that bump in your genitalia. You don't have to worry about where it came from. It's just simply a hair bump. I hate it.
I cannot with you. But listen, here's the thing. Now, are all soul ties bad? We've talked about the unhealthy ones, but just as in general, are soul ties bad?
No, I don't think all of them are bad. I think the ones that have been toxic towards you, because sometimes you'll
Right.
be attracted and be connected to a toxic person, and you'll be stuck in this toxic relationship, whatever, with this person. And that may be, you may have not even been intimate with them, whatever, but they were just a toxic person in your life, and you're connected. Those most definitely are bad. You need to figure out a way to get rid of this person, whether it be writing it down in a book, whatever, and taking a piece of paper and burning that to feel like that may help you release from this person or whatever. But the other soul ties that you may have in great relationships, even if a friendship formed out of it, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing to
Right.
have.
So now, can you break a soul tie?
Yeah.
How did you break yours?
I don't just got on top of somebody else.
Man, I'm telling you, those soul ties, let me tell you, will have
broken your
you,
soul tie?
you know what? No. You know what? And I don't like it. I mean, because I get so emotional because I'm just like,
So, not the last person that you have been intimate with, but the last relationship that you have been in. Have you broken a soul tie from that person?
it wasn't a soul tie there.
You don't feel like it was a soul tie?
I don't feel like it was a soul tie there.
So then the last person that you was intimate with.
Dang, look, you see how I drew a blank. I drew a blank. I'm just like, wait, but you know what I do? I will say that it takes me a long time to get over being in relationships first of all, relationships, period. But then you couple that on with sex. I mean, like, sex just takes things to the
It
next
does.
level. And I mean, like, I'm not a casual person. I've never been a casual
Mhm.
like person. So it's like when I say my heart and my hoo-ha is one,
It's one.
it's one. And so it's just like, okay, so now you got to go through the detox and then the purge and the, just trying to get yourself together. So this is why, to get rid of it, I say, and I agree with this, get rid of all of the momentums, get rid of all the items that your ex has gave you that ties you to that person.
Mhm.
You got to get rid of that bull junk. Listen, I've gotten rid of wedding rings, friendship rings, all that bull junk. I don't need that. What I need,
You got no cute pictures of yourself in the person with.
I cut them out.
I know I do that. I be like,
Because
oh, I look so
what?
cute. Let me cut around this and collage or
Because I
whatever.
don't. Why do I want to go down? I don't know why Minnie Riperton said it, but she want to go back down memory lane. I don't
No.
want to go back down memory lane just to end up here. We ain't together, so what the heck do I want to go back for? And you living your life probably with somebody else, but now I want to sit and look at pictures of us.
No, I
Why
don't
would
do.
I want to
I
do that?
delete, the messages, the text messages. I'm a big. After I've sent you this nice little, I wish you well in all your endeavors. I go and I delete the text messages. I'm good. If we've ended on a sour note, you probably on a block
Especially if
list.
we ended on a sour
You
note.
know.
I mean, like, if I didn't end it, we ended it on a sour note. It's on a sour note. And so until I get out of my feelings, and it takes me some time to get out of my feelings. So I just don't, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered with that person. And I definitely don't want to be bothered with nobody else. So, I'm just like, listen, just give
I
me a
used to
chance
be
to,
that.
to stay, to shake it out.
I used to be, when I broke up with this person, I'm to myself for a long period of time. And then a friend was like, well, E, how are you going to meet somebody if you constantly keep rejecting everybody that's coming towards you, whatever? And so now the new me, I will cut my feelings and it's okay. And I will detach from you very quickly if you've caused me to detach from you.
And see, my thing is too is you can get caught up in situations where it's hard to let go as well, just from an emotional standpoint. Like, okay, dig, I really cared for you. I really care for this person. I believe. Listen, that's a whole nother level of getting over and shedding off bull junk that you got to go through. So not only do you got to get over the sexual part,
Mhm.
but then you got to get over the emotional and mental part. That's just bull
That's a lot.
junk on bull junk.
Yeah, well, go sit on somebody's couch and
Yes,
fucking
and
feel.
that's the next tip. So you have to pray, fast, and confess. Now, when they say confess,
I
listen,
ain't going confessing
confess to
nowhere.
a pastor or spiritual counselor, because often to get rid of something like this, it requires tapping into the spiritual realm. Now, listen, I don't care what you say. If you believe it, you believe it. If you don't, you don't. You stay stuck with it. That's your soul tie. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you what the online source said. And this point, I do agree with. The last one is let them go.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to break all ties, friendships, connection, communication in order to be free. You got to let these people go. Even with letting them go, it's still going to be hard, but you'll be making moves in the right direction when you let them go. Because if you don't let them go, as long as you're holding on, then in the back of your mind, it's creating false hope. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, oh no, we just friends, we just friends. Let me tell you, Lucifer has used your tongue to let you tell that lie right there. We just friends. No, we're not friends. Right now, I have to heal and get over some things. Then maybe we can be friends. But in the initial stages of going through some bull junk, I know I can't be friends. If I've had feelings for a person,
Hmm.
I can't be friends right away. If it was not something that I wanted to end, I just can't be friends. What about you?
Well, I can be friends if I
Yeah,
end it.
you can't.
I can. I can. I will cut it. We could be friends. And usually if they've done something jacked up, whatever. A few months later, be like, you forgive me, woo woo. I'm cool. I have not even thinking about you. Trust. I have moved on. I'm good.
See, it takes me a while. Like I say, a few months. I'm still now balancing things out in I probably done stop listening to my game banging music after a few months, and then I'm ready to just kind of teeter back into normal civilization. But them few months, I'm just like, what? No, 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 nope, 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 nope. That's just me. That's just me. So here's the thing: when you are dealing with sex, just be careful.
Sex, love. Just when you're dealing with matters of the heart.
Matters of the heart, soul ties. Just be aware and be mindful that it's a lot that really comes with, because I really don't think that sometimes I think that we really underestimate the power of sex. I really do think that it's really underestimated. Just because you strong and you barbaric and you doggone at the Hulk and you can smash and you okay.
Hulk smash.
Everybody not like that.
Yeah.
So just be mindful on who you entertain and who you Hulk smashing and all this, and who you ladies, what are the ladies doing? I don't know, taking them down or whatever slogan that the ladies say. Just be mindful of who you're entertaining. Just be prepared, to be sitting over here moaning and moping like a little puppy.
You don't want me no more.
Because you all up in your feelings and stuff. That's why I stay. That's why I stay. So you guys, listen, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. This episode of the J Spot was brought to you by Product Max Organic Toothpaste. Please go to their page and check out their products. ProdentMax.com. That's PRODENT Max MAX.com. Use reference code J, and that's JAYE. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled JAYE for all three. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys. Good night. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.
Thank you for hitting the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.